Hey there. Quick disclaimer before we go any further. I'm due out in 15 minutes, so today's going to be a quick one. It makes me laugh when you talk about making final year look easy because I remember just talking to Dom about a particular piece of coursework, and I'm like, yeah, it was fine. I didn't spend long on it. And then I remembered that that was like a 14-hour stint, um, stopping only for coffee, maybe some food, and definitely more coffee. So I think making it look easy. It depends a lot on like what you define as easy, and in many cases, easy really isn't what any sane person would define as easy, which is the reason I kind of got through the end of exams and just rolled a hangover and caffeine withdrawal into one and had a fun time. I don't know if anybody's mentioned, this idea of developing non-destructive working habits. I noticed that you weren't alarmed because you were ill, and then Kirby came in and was like, "Oh yeah, I went to bed at 5," and Alistair was just ploughing on, and that doesn't seem healthy. So yeah, take care of yourself. So what happened this week? I met a bunch of potential supervisors for my mini research projects that are going to happen over the summer. It'd be helpful if I kind of explained what was happening with the PhD. I almost started that sentence with, I thought it would be a good idea to remind our viewers. And yeah, like we have viewers. We have 5 subs. Now I know like one of them is me and one of them is you, but that's 3 other real people. It'd be helpful if I kind of explained what was happening with the PhD, because it's not the conventional 1, 2, 3 years of reading, panicking, and writing, or is that the other way around? That you normally follow. So the CDT, Centre for Doctoral Training, they were originally DCCs, but then the Research Council decided that the letters were in the wrong order, so they changed them. Anyway, year 1 is taught with some mini research projects, and then one of those projects becomes the seed for the remainder of the PhD. So you go into year 2 with a supervisor, an idea of what you're doing, and in theory, a chapter of your thesis already written, which means you don't really lose out that much time compared to the normal PhD process, which takes realistically about 3.5 years after you spend kind of an initial period asking about reading lots of stuff. That was cool. Looking at everything from power grids to planes to electronics and electromagnetic interference. Super excited now for obviously like the rest of this year, and then the kind of nebulous DPhil that comes after it. At the end of last week, Jake came up for a formal dinner. Got to show him around the place, suitably fancy. I think I've said this before, but yeah, you should definitely come up here at some point. Helped out with elections at the Oxford Union. They seem to take things pretty seriously, so we were scrutinising all the candidates' manifestos, going through all the claims and fact-checking them. That was pretty cool, although I think it was the point where I was asked to state my name for the tape, and it's like, you guys take this far too seriously. It was a bit of fun. Then there was the election, kind of setting up the poll room and all of that stuff. And I did a hall swap with Trexoc to Regent's Park College, which I didn't know existed, but apparently has been around for several hundred years. We went on a deep dive day to Improbable with the CDT. They do reality scale simulation and they're using it to change the world, and I'm not sure that they're not just called Hooli. Then this weekend was LAN, and you weren't there, and it was pretty sad. We managed to play some Artemis, although the minute I cede the captaincy, everything ends up in flames. There was a hackathon as well. That was last weekend. Oh, I'm definitely not going to edit this in. Which was organised by Oxhack. They've got this sort of Harry Pottery wizard theme going on, so I was only too happy to oblige. Like, definitely the best hackathons are the ones that give you out wizard hats. Anyway, I think that's all for today. So until next time, bye bye.